Now, another question I get is, what's the difference between a besom or besom, besom, I think that's all how you pronounce it, and a broom? For that, I would like to say it is the use. How are you using it? So, in my mind, a broom I'm using for traditional household cleaning. I'm sweeping the floor of dirt. I'm getting crumbs off of wherever. I'm using it in a traditional way, if you would. I'm using it for household mundane tasks, but because I'm using a really pretty traditional looking handcrafted by me broom, it does make it a little magical, a little special. A besom would be something that I am just using for magical or spiritual use. I'm not going to soil it, if you would, with with my kitchen scraps. Does that make sense? Now, can I interchange them? In a moment, could I grab my kitchen broom to clear out some energy? Well, yes. I'm going to say this is my definition. It's going to be different for everyone else. Everyone is not the same. And I am no gatekeeper. It drives me crazy. I'll be on some, Uchi type of platform, and they will be, the only way to do this is to do it that way. Is it? I believe it's all about intention, right? Magic comes from within, and no one can tell me differently. Yeah, I'm just making this a little different than I normally would, and that's fine. Because there's no right or wrong way. After this is just going to be functional. So I'm doing a little different. I'm adding my little Sam. Okay, so same with a besom or a traditional broom. This is crazy. I love it. It is up to you if you are using one for both or you're separating. Me personally, I'm always going to separate. My besoms are not going to be used for household chores. I think of it as a sacred item. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So when I make a broom, I'm calling it a broom. Sometimes depending where I sell it, I might say besom on the tag. But in theory, it is a broom, and it's up to the purchaser to decide, once they purchase it, the new owner of it, is that going to be a besom used for sacred work, or is that going to be used for household work? And most of what you see that I sell and I make can be used for both. Again, I like the look of traditional brooms, hand whisk in this case, and I want everything to be functional, to stay together. Right? I don't want to make things that are going to fall apart. I want things that are going to stay together. Go that way. Okay. So with that being said, if you see a decorative broom, one that has crystals and feathers and there's ribbons and things on it, I'm going to say that is more for decoration or besom, for clearing sacred space. It's not going to be sturdy enough, or it's just probably too pretty to use it for besom work. Does that make sense? And they have their place because I like the aesthetic, of the brooms I make does not mean there's not a place for the more decorative, what I would call non-functioning brooms. I mean, they full function as a besom to clear air, to clear space. I do have a video on that on my YouTube, but they wouldn't be for sweeping your kitchen table. Nothing wrong with that. We all have different aesthetics. And if we didn't, that would be a sad, sad world. Like my besoms here. This one's like a crazy wild color. I'm doing crazier things with the string. It is a turkey wing wisp, but I'm not, my advancements, I'm going crazy on it. It's definitely very different. And if a traditionalist saw this and they'd be like, oh, your advancements are all like, no. Yeah, does it matter? Is it going to hold together? Does it have the swoop, the arc of a traditional turkey wing? Yes, it does. So that's all that really matters. If I choose to do my twine in a different pattern, if my advancements are in a different pattern, that's up to me. Someone's going to love it. And that is the joy of creating. At the end of the day, the person who gets this decides if it's a besom used for sacred work or if it's a broom that's going to just be clearing off the cobwebs. So that is the difference between a besom and a broom. In my mind, it is the use. And once you set the use, in my mind, it should stay. It should be one or the other. Because when we are clearing space, when we are clearing energy, I feel that's sacred work. And that with that, the tool you use should have a bit of sacredness to it. Does that make sense? But I'm not going to come after you, and I don't think anyone else should come after you. If you just pick up your kitchen broom that you used a moment ago to clear the kitchen floor of the dinner, and then you use it to clear space, to move energy in your house, no one should come after you. And that should be okay.